Good morning, everyone. Hi, how are we? So, let's just see who we have joined us already this morning. So look where we are. I'm out on my deck. I thought, let's start with the lovely Hawkesbury River view in the background. We'll go inside when we get ready to start. So, hi, Cynthia. Welcome. Hi, Janet. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Connie. Hi, Linda from Sierra Vista in Arizona. Welcome. Hi, Karina. Hi, Shrill, is it? Or Krill? I'm not sure how to say your name. Hi, Fliz. How you going? Hey, Gregory. Great to see you. Who else? And got a bit of post too. Oh, so some of you were up in the middle of the night watching tours because we're all trying to just catch up with as much as we can at the moment. How chaotic is it for everybody? Seriously, nice sunny melting day. Let's have a look. I'm going to turn this around. When I got up this morning, there were a couple of eastern rosellas on our carport roof, just having a drink. Pronounced Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm sorry for getting that wrong. And here we are. You just don't get sick of this view. Just a lovely place to be. Should we just sit here, or shall I go get a cup of tea and we'll just sit here and look at the view for the next 45 minutes? What do you think? We could do that, couldn't we? We get a little bit of noise from the motorways over in the background over there, but it's kind of in the background. You can handle it, Fliss. And because we're near the water, the noise does bounce off the water, so we do hear conversations from down below. It is really still. Or for the next 45 hours, you reckon we could do that, Greg? How about we'll do an ASMR. I'll just set my camera up. I wander in every now and again and say, hi, how are we going? And we just leave the camera just constantly rolling. I reckon we could do that. What do you think, Gregory? Hey, Tariq. Welcome to Ollie and Jimmy. How are you all going this morning? Oh, look, there's a little boat going out. Look, 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 look. Isn't that just the most delightful thing to watch? We need to go on a boat ride. We definitely do, Fliss. We absolutely do. And if we weren't interrupted with this enormous hiatus of chaos, that was one of the things I was going to be preparing to go on a beautiful boat ride. We might discover whether I snore. I'll sleep up the other end of the house. And as I said, I'll just leave the camera running. I think it would be a lovely ASMR. I think I might be onto something there. What do you think? Hi, Robin. And did anyone else join? Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kirsty. The mailboat is something I am looking into. It costs about $50, but you get a 4-hour trip. That's the riverboat postman that Fliss is talking about, which is you join that about a couple of kilometres from where I am. But you get morning tea and lunch for that as well. So we're actually thinking it's probably a really good deal. And I could certainly record part of it because as you go up the river, you get the sandstone cliffs that are just beautiful. Hago should have let the guides know earlier. Yeah, it would have been really helpful to have known a little bit sooner, but I think their argument was that it was bound to get out and then it would have caused chaos. So they wanted to control how the message got out. That was their decision. So, yeah, Robin, I would certainly get my hours up, wouldn't I? Hey, Jess, how you going? Hey, Hayward. And Eva. Hi, Eva. Welcome. We're just talking, those who've just joined, we're just talking about doing an ASMR where I'll just set my camera up and just leave it running, looking at this view. Just see the boat movements, see people coming and going. from the marina. I don't think it'd be real bad, would it? Cheryl's from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I think you are the very first person I've probably ever met from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Cheryl. And lovely to meet you. Hi, Jen. All right, the clock's just about to tick over time. Hi, Rhonda, welcome. And let's get ready, turn the camera around. So good morning, everyone. For those who haven't met me before, I'm Lynn, one of your Australian guides. And obviously things are all going to get a little bit chaotic over the next week. But we are going to manage as best we can and all work out our own ways of transitioning to wherever we go to next. Before we begin, I'd like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of this land, the people of the Ku-ring-gai Nation, and pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. I'm just going to turn this camera around because there's another little boat just going out just over there. Hi, Rose. Hi, Mum. Mum and Dad, hi. Hi, Leslie. And I'm pretty sure I said hi to Jen. And welcome, Cheryl from West Virginia. All right, so let's go inside and I'll set my camera up in front of the computer ready to go. And this morning, of course, we are climbing to the top of Bald Rock. Sorry, that was zoomed in. Let me show you my beautiful gum tree here before we go inside. And we're going to climb to the top of Bald Rock, which of course we've already done. We did that on our tour, on our trip, our road trip, but there was absolutely zero signal there. So I recorded the entire thing, the entire walk from start to finish, and which was about an hour and a half of recording. I've managed to edit it down to 45 minutes. And what we're going to do is there's going to be some sort of slow walking at the very beginning. So let's just treat it as we're all out on a walk together in the Australian bush. Let's chat. Let's look around us and chat. I don't have 20 minutes worth of information about the Australian bush, I don't think, but we'll just walk and chat together. And then it's going to start to get real. This is where the climbing begins and the scenery dramatically changes around about the halfway point. And then, of course, the climax is the spectacular top, the summit of Bald Rock, which is just incredible. So if you can stick it out for the whole tour, I guarantee you it is worth hanging on for. So let's get this up, and then I'll line up my camera so that we get a beautiful screen. I want to try and get it all in, but not miss anything. Let's see, how's that looking? I think that looks pretty good. Just over on the right, just nudge that a little this way. How are we looking, guys? Have we got a full screen? I think we do. There's been a few people just joined. Let me just welcome those people. Where are we? I said hi to Cheryl. Hi, Neil. Welcome. Hi, LM, Andre, Carol. Hi, Tricia. Let's get this started while I welcome people. Where's the start button? There we go. And at this point here, we are driving just on the road approaching where the car park is. We had seen probably about half a dozen of these guys. And then I thought, well, I better just turn the camera on and start recording because we're going to see more of them, aren't we? Didn't see another single one after we saw this one, which I'd taken a photo of a little earlier. So here we are, the lovely lady with her little bundle of joy. And they are a rock wallaby. I think it's a redneck rock wallaby. And there was about half a dozen of them just jumping across the road in front of us when we first arrived. So anyway, that's the one little shot I got. Hi, Diane. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Becky. There's a bit of border on the right. Is it gone now, Tricia? Were you really moving half as fast as how you're showing it, Lynn? We were driving into the car park, and it was a, a minor road, so okay. They should have gone. Those icons should have gone now, Leslie. I think, is that right? All right. So I'm just showing you the information board here. We have to pay a park usage fee, and it's all done self administered. So you pick up a little envelope. You fill it in with all your car details. That's where you pick up the envelope from, and then you put your money in and pop it in that little envelope, that little slot there, and it's carbonized. Now the challenge for us was I couldn't find a pen and I couldn't find money. So I thought we were going to be in real trouble here because I don't know when the last time I used a pen was, and I rarely use loose change or money these days. So I really had to sort of search the car looking for both a pen and money to put in the envelope. So here's the two options for how you get to the top of Bald Rock. You can either scale the rock face, literally. Richard came down that way, so he can attest to what the track was like. That's the short route, 2.6 kilometres return, or you can take the long route, which is a more gentler path, which is what I chose to do. So Richard came with me on the way up, and then he came down via the rock face. So that's where the path splits off. All right, now I can see that we're not seeing the top of his head. So we're going to adjust this somewhat and maybe zoom out a little. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can fix this a little for you. Looks like I'm going to have trouble getting rid of or getting it perfectly positioned within the frame. So it's a different shape. So this is the new bridge. And you'll see as we walk along the path that there's quite a lot of evidence of bushfire. So the old bridge has been replaced with a new fireproof bridge. And this is what the terrain is going to look like. This is really a pain. What's best? That way? Hi, Daniel. So it's a gentle gradient to start with. It's a lovely bushwalk. It's a beautiful day. And we see lots of ferns. The bush is mainly tea tree, melaleuca. You're going to hear the crunching of our footsteps on the crushed granite track for the first part of the trip. Every now and again you'll hear Richard talking as well, and it's only in the background, so it's not very, very loud. Now I'll pause the video here and read this out to you. I'm still sort of not got this alignment quite right, have I? Let me see. Maybe that. So this actually says that sitting astride the watershed of the Great Dividing Range is the Southern Hemisphere's largest granite dome, Bald Rock, after which this park is named. Bald Rock is part of a geological evolution which commenced some 220 million years ago during the Lower Triassic Age, when the volcanic extrusions of the New England batholith, that sounds like you're saying basilisk with a lisp, were thrust upwards through ancient terrestrial and marine sediments. So you're welcome to take a screenshot of that if you'd like a postcard of that, but I'll keep going. Hi, Mel. Hi, May. Hi, Katie. And hi, Leslie. So we're seeing lots of regrowth after the bushfire as well. I'm not sure when the bushfire was that went through this area. It may have been the same time as the one that affected the majority of the state back in late 2019. Thanks for the follow, Cheryl. Hi, Richard, and hi, Terry. And lots of these blackened stumps, burnt out stumps. I can only imagine what it would have looked like when the bushfire was going through. And this is the predominant flower of the area. It's like a paper daisy. This one was only soft, but as they open and bloom, they become quite brittle, like straw. Richard's found an ant nest there, but there weren't any ants, so we were a bit puzzled about what was going on with the ant nests. Don't go downhill. We know we have to go up again at some point. That was me expressing my frustration that we were going downhill. Hi, Mark. Hi, Dolores. And hi, Camillo. And we have a tree stump here with lichen on it. And as I was explaining, for those who've just joined, hi, Beatrice, and hi, Carolyn. As I've explained, for those who've just joined, this is a 45-minute tour, which I've edited down from about an hour and a half. I recorded the entire walk right the way through to the summit. And we've edited it down to 45 minutes. So the first half is going to be more or less easy bushwalk through the Australian bush, which I'm inviting you to really enjoy and immerse yourself in. And then it's going to start to get really, really dramatic as we start to see the boulders appear along the way, and then we ultimately reach the summit. So we're seeing some of the first indication of the granite boulders here. Oh, it starts off easy. It gets hard later, Robin. Hi, Micus. Hi, Adriana. And hi, Chelsea. So it's the first of the boulders that we've encountered along the path. So it's the first half of the walk that I've edited most heavily. Oh, we can hear yelling from down below. And here's a substantial tree that's been cut down. It must have fallen, I guess, and or it was probably considered dangerous. So it's been taken down. Hi, Tina. So anywhere that there was, so I'll just pause there. That's an old dead termite mound. And the reason we know that that's a dead one is that we will actually see a live one a little later. All the timber crossings have been replaced with metal. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Beatrice. And this one talks about the actual vegetation around the area. It says the geology of bald rock dominates all the natural processes and features of its immediate environs. This includes water runoff patterns, topography, slope, soil structure, natural vegetation cover, and floral associations. Although its soils are largely of poor fertility, being coarse, sandy, and porous, the park is floristically rich. In this gully area of rocky slopes stands of open eucalyptus forest dominated by New England blackbutts, and roundleaf gum are associated with a lower shrub layer of black she oak. And because it's has a large canopy, you get a lot of fern growth as well, rainforest type growth. And we got there at about 8:30 in the morning. We got there quite early. There was no one around at the time that we got there. which was really lovely. And we got there before the heat of the day started to increase as well. What's left of that tree? That's a crow we're hearing. Every now and again you'll see a dark blackened tree trunk with very green new growth coming from the sides of it. So the trees are recovering from the bushfire. Hi, Joanne. That was a butterfly. I'm actually feeling the path start to go up. I don't know if I can zoom in on this guy. No, he's off screen. There was a butterfly I was trying to catch. So that's a live termite mound. That's an active one. I didn't see any evidence of goannas or echidnas. Here's some more of these straw daisies that we saw. And this one actually is, you can see it's quite brittle and straw-like. How many termites are in there? That's a really good question, Leslie. I have no idea, but I imagine it's in the hundreds of thousands. Okay, I don't know if I get a very good image of this one. Basically, it says of the rock gardens contoured by, I can't even read it myself. Let's continue. Let's keep going on this one. But it talks about how the boulders were formed. Immense subterrestrial pressures and cataclysmic forces. So we're coming up to some of the bigger boulders quite soon. Tina, where we're located, why don't I do that right now? We're on the New South Wales-Queensland border. Okay, so here we see there's New South Wales, there's Queensland, Bald Rock National Park is here. And if I zoom out, so basically the border takes a bit of it sort of follows river courses and geographical features and goes in a sort of an unusual line around this way. That's the border there between Queensland and New South Wales. So this is the Gold Coast up here, and this is where Byron Bay is. And we are around about that area there. It's called Bald Rock National Park. So we filmed this on our road trip just 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yes, it's called bald rock, B-A-L-D, bald rock. So basically it's approximately 750 metres in length, about 600 metres wide. The summit, at the peak of its summit, is 1,277 metres above sea level. And at the point that it emerges from the surrounding area, it's about 200 metres above the surrounding forest. Now we're definitely going uphill. You can probably hear my breathing starting to kick in. And you can definitely see a change in terrain. There's another one of these paper daisies. Hi, Alicia. And that paper daisy I actually used as a marker. I had seen out of the corner of my eye a wallaby scoot through the bush. And that was just to remind me that that's where I saw it. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch it on camera, but I saw a wallaby jump through the bush. Hi, Ava. Paper daisy. Yes, it's called that because it actually has a really sort of, like it feels like paper or straw. And then these little guys, I don't know what they are. They're some sort of little ground orchid. So delicate. Ah, there you go, Gregory, a paper daisy chain. So at this point here, we've taken around about 40 minutes to get to here. And I've edited most of that out. But we're starting to really see the bigger rocks now. Jen, I think so. Yeah, I think that's what they are. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, DT. Did I miss somebody else a bit earlier? I saw Ava. Hi, Vicky. Oh, me. Hi, me. Hi, Bert and Letitia. So we're really starting to get a sense of the landscape changing around about now. Much more dramatic, bigger boulders, and it just gets more impressive after here. No, Jen, there were no waterfalls and no Aboriginal markings. It's there's no watercourse up on top of the rock at all. Here's some more of these paper daisies. When I say there's no Aboriginal markings, there's no marked Aboriginal markings. Now, that's not to say that it wasn't used as an Aboriginal place, meeting place, but there's nothing that's highlighted or indicated. There could well be secret locations that we're unaware of. So I wouldn't want to be so presumptuous to say that it was never an important site for the local Indigenous people. Hi, Jean. Oh, hi, Chandra. And hi, Angel. So you can really see the new growth coming out on this particular tree, which looks dead, but then you've got all that wonderful new growth coming out. Hi, Laurie. Oh, it was such a beautiful, beautiful day. Tilt the screen. Let me see. So if I go out a stop, it it's yeah. I know what you're saying, Tina. It's just a really tricky thing to get right. Oops. What did Gregory say? The terrain is making me feel quite like an ant. It's only going to get worse, Gregory. You're getting those weird stripes. I see what you mean, Dolores. Okay, so that's the first of the arches that we walk through, and I'll turn the camera around and look back on it. So at this point here, Richard takes the camera off me and says, you go back and walk through the arch. But then he turned the camera sideways, which was never going to work for a video recording, so I had to edit that part out. Oh well, never mind. Hi, Daisy. He took the bag off me. He said, here, give me that bag. A spot of CGI, you reckon, Gregory? Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice that was still there. Sorry, Neil. Yeah, that's off to the side, isn't it? Too much jiggling around. How's that? Is that better? Thanks for letting me know. That was hidden behind the chat, so I couldn't see it. He carries a bag and eats my Vegemite creations. Yeah, look at this. Look at this chasm. Ah, it was just an incredible place. And goes in cold waterfalls. Yes, Tina. Thank you, Laurie, for noticing that. Yes, I did actually taste it as well. So, how many Australians are on the tour, and who knows the movie Picnic at Hanging Rock? There was a point here where I did a Miranda, and all the Australians who know Picnic at Hanging Rock will know what I'm talking about. You know the movie? Yeah, so do you know what I mean with the calling out for Miranda? I actually did it, but I edited it out. I thought it's not working. A little bit like Stella, yeah. It's a little bit like Stella, but yeah. I'm already starting to feel it. I'm already starting to feel the lungs are aching, the panting, the shortness of breath. And we're still a little way to go yet. You can probably hear my breathing. What are the symptoms of altitude sickness, Jen? I'm just feeling short of breath because I've got no stamina, I'm sure. But we do climb up to 1,200 meters roughly. So I did note that at the time. You know, this is a similar altitude to Blackheath in the Blue Mountains. I don't know what to do about that stripiness on the screen. Does anyone recall ever seeing this on Hong Kong Matt's replays? He does a lot from home. I might have to have a chat with him and find out, because that's really, really odd. I don't know why it's doing it. It's always on Ian's. Okay, thanks for letting me know that, Jess. Called the Moira effect. Andre, I didn't even notice you pop on. So, yes, you can give us all the geological knowledge that I'm not able to help you out with. So feel free to chip in. And please, you're not going to be doing any granite carving here. Maybe you have to be further from the PC. Oh gosh, Dolores. It comes back in, Tina. That spot, I do know it was out of focus. This place is insane. Thanks, Lisa. The Moira effect arises when the camera pixel size does not fit the display pixel size. Is there a remedy for it, Andre? Because I'm going to repeat this tour at 8 o'clock tonight, or 12 hours from now. And if there's a way that I can remedy it, I'll do everything I can. I noticed when replaying this and looking back on it that the tireder I got, the more the camera just seemed to look at the vegetation on the side of the track. But that's okay. Don't worry, we will get to see plenty of rock. It's very fiddly to make it fit. Oh, okay. All right. Hi, Deborah. Try scooting it a little bit back. Most of the people who have better pictures, you can actually see the edge of the PC.
Oh, you found the rock.
Is that helping?
Okay.
So at this point here, we start to see white markers to point out the path. No, I'm just seeing different stripes now. Okay, I get what you're saying, Andre, but I just don't know quite how to remedy it. Is it bothering anyone at the moment, or should I pause and try and remedy this now? Okay, we'll ignore it then. Thanks, everyone. So what he's doing here is saying, don't make a noise in case they start rolling down on top of you. No jumping. Exactly.
Yes, I want water. Wow.
So he took the camera off me and gave me the water. I had to wrestle it back off him. So we're nowhere near the top yet. This is just halfway up. Well, not halfway up. It's still a little way to go. We're looking down over the Liverpool Plains here in New South Wales.
Sorry? Follow the markers. I've made this far. I'm incredibly proud that I went to the end of that hill. That was insane. I knew it funny when I went down again. Let you get this a bit. This place is amazing. So, I'm sorry I wasn't able to bring it to you live, but I'm happy that I'm able to bring it to you.
My little speech. Basically, I just said, look, I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud that I was able to get there.
How far? Well, that sounds like a lot. Which way? That way? That's the way down. No, I was actually thinking I should take the way down with the camera. No. You can go, but don't take the camera.
So from here, it's 580 metres further to the summit. Oh, we're not finished yet, Cheryl. The point that we're standing on here is where the two paths meet. We've taken the long way, and the other path was scaling up the rock face, and we still have another 580 metres to reach the summit. So we're having a debate right now as to whether we should keep going.
That is actually...
And that's the way down. What we're looking at there is the way down.
Anyway, I'm going to take that up there. No, I'm going to start. I'm going to try it.
I'm going to close these windows. There's too much noise.
Techniques like... Yeah, we can make a call up ahead.
Yeah, good question, Judith. I have no idea because we didn't have a phone signal. Andre, it is exactly that. It is one single granite dome. It is quite incredible. The best is yet to come. So don't leave now. Thank you, Beatrice. I can tell how exhausted I am by what I'm actually videoing here. I'm just looking, the camera, I'm not even looking at what's in the camera. I'm just sort of pointing it to my left as I stumble up the path.
What does it look like? Steep. All right. Okay, swap. You can take the camera with you and I'll wait here.
Okay, so that's where I gave Richard the camera and I said, okay.
So the camera's still videoing.
All right. So he's gone on and I've just stayed there. I couldn't go any further. The stew we're having tonight, Judith, I tell you, Robin, that was an incredible achievement just to get to where I did. It was such a challenging path getting even that far. I couldn't have done any further. After watching what I've replayed this and seen where Richard went on afterwards, I wish I could have, but there's no way I could have made it. Hi, Mary Lou. And the sad thing is that my camera battery died almost at the top where I breathless. I was both. I was breathless and tired. I just reached absolutely the end of what I was capable of. No, Mary Lou, stay, watch. The best is yet to come. Richard left me sitting on a rock and he's taken the camera on. I was exhausted. Oh goodness, no, Judith, no. There's nowhere I feel unsafe in the bush. I was more worried about my camera. And the track is actually pretty good going down. I wish I was able to. No, not yet. Almost, not yet, Tina. Oh wow, that's really interesting, Andre. Thank you for that. So what's he looking at here? The eastern part of the Bald Rock Saddle supports this unusual grove of native cypress pine. And I'm sorry he didn't pause the camera to show you. There's probably lizards. There's certainly bird life. A bit lower down, there were wallabies. I'm not sure if they come up to the top here or not, because there's no really water supply up here. Well, there's no water courses, put it that way. Looks like a duck. I think he nearly swore then. There you go, Andre. I so wish I could have gotten up there with him, but I'd had it. I couldn't do it. Hi, Dee. You arrived right at the very best part. Absolutely, Jen. We did spot a few other people here and there, but half a dozen maybe. Hi, Sam. So in terms of off the beaten path, yeah, you're right, it is. But it's not too far off. I mean, we were on the road between Tenterfield and Toowoomba, and the turn off from where we turned off the road to get to the car park was probably only about 5 kilometres. So it's not like we had to drive for hours to get to here. We didn't have to go too far off our already plotted route to where we were going. Isn't that amazing? Look at it. Isn't that incredible? And then we have these boulders just sitting there. Look at that. Like someone put them there. This row of 5, like marbles. It had rained, so that's why these little pockets have just filled with water. So there was rain a day or two earlier. Hi, Violetta. These trees can pop up in the most unlikely places, can't they? They do, Dolores. So right about here, my camera died and he had to continue recording with his phone. But, so there are a few more clips following. But right about here, my camera died. But that's okay because I've stitched that on. So keep watching when we're not finished yet. So that's the summit. That's the trig point, the survey marker for the summit of Bald Rock. Thank you, Lynn. And that's just some other people that Richard came across. So he thought that gave it perspective. And here's another little short clip of the top because he was worried that he might have missed that because he wasn't sure where the camera actually died. So that was it. That was it. Hang on, let me just get out of there. What I will show you, just because it's a bit of fun, I'm going to show you the little marketing video that Tenterfield visitor info. This is exactly what we didn't do. They look so relaxed. They've got smiles on their faces. They are walking slowly, which is exactly what I did. Thank you, Alicia. And that again shows the steep rock face part of the climb. They're not huffing and puffing at all, are they, Rose? And why didn't Richard get that shot? Alrighty, okay, let's get rid of that. All right, guys. So, did you enjoy the walk? How incredible was it? Oh, I'm so glad I did. I'd actually never heard about the place until a few days before. We were actually on our road trip and I was looking for places to go around the Tenterfield area. They don't even look sweaty. and discovered this place, and I just went, well, how can we not go there? You'd be mad not to. So I really wasn't confident about my ability to scale it, but I was so proud that I made it as far as I did. All right, everyone. So that was Bald Rock, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me just sort this camera out a little bit. Get me here. Do I have social links? Yes, I do. Okay. So basically I'm Explore with Lynn almost everywhere. Let me get I've got a link tree which has most of my social locations on that. Maybe if I give you the URL for my link tree, that will cover off about half a dozen, as in Facebook group. Where is it? Bear with me. Let's turn this around. I can actually show you what I'm doing. Thanks, Nicole. Go to share, go to open my link tree. Well, there it is there. Link, LINKTR, linktr.ee / explore.with.lyn. Thank you, Rhonda. And if I open it, it has on there the Facebook group. It's got my YouTube channel. I have to change that, obviously. That's still linking to Hago at the moment. I haven't put much up on TikTok for a while, but I've got Instagram. And if you'd like to support me with a tip, I've got a tip there as well. Oh, Louise, hi, you've missed the tour. I'm doing it again later tonight if you want to come back for that one. But I've actually finished already. And yes, tomorrow for forest bathing, I'm going to be doing it just up the road here. So we'll go through some paperbark forest and some mangrove area. You won't join TikTok. Yeah, I totally understand, Robin. And I'm undecided as to where my future on TikTok lies as well. I haven't done much with it lately. Louise, I'm going to ask you, is anyone interested in doing a final send-off tour? Say 2 hours. I know there's a lot of activity an hour before Hago closes, but maybe 2 hours before we could do a Zoom. I was thinking of I've actually asked Susanna if she'd like to do it. Louise, maybe, would you be interested in doing that? Maybe. Tariq, yeah, you'd love to join me for that. I am going to figure out how I can do it. I don't know. Should we do it? Should we do it as a Hago tour? As in, it's just a few of us, like Susanna Louise and myself on Zoom streaming to Hago, or should I open it up to more people to join? Robin, we all are, aren't we? We all are. Hang on, let me turn this around. Yeah, it's a real challenging time, isn't it? Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining. Sorry, we're right at the end of the tour, unfortunately. My YouTube channel, Andre, is Explore with Lynn. Let's bring that back up again. So where is it? Turn this around again. And we'll go to my channel, which is here. There we go. Explore with Lynn. So it's at Explore with Lynn. There's no dots or dashes or anything in that one. Does that come up? The full address? Oh, yes. So here we go. Oh, there we go. Can you see that, Andre? And thanks to Louise for that. Louise is at Louise Poppy everywhere. Thank you, Andre. I'd love to see you there. And if you've got a channel there as well, I'll follow you back. All right. Okay. Yeah, we're all going to get a little bit teary. The closer we get to final day, we're all going to get a little bit teary, aren't we? And it's all going to get very chaotic. It's all going to get extremely chaotic as not only I'm trying to download all my recordings from Hago, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go next. I'm trying to learn how to use various sites. Where's better? I'm going to do a Facebook Live next week, but I'm not convinced that that's going to be a very ideal place to be. Louise, I need to pick your brains because Louise has actually found a very successful way of doing tours live in various places, and I'd love to. I mean, I know we had slight chats probably 6 months ago, but we haven't really sort of progressed any discussions there. Yeah, we had a real community, didn't we, Jan? Let's hope that we can preserve some of that. I really don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose that connection we've made with people. All right, everyone. Before we get a little bit too sort of, mushy, let's finish up here. I'm repeating this tour at 8:00 tonight. So for anyone who missed, Dolores, I'm going to also have a chat with Bonnie, who I know is going down the meetup path. It's community. Everything feels so fractured at the moment, Tariq. Bonnie is going to be using Twitch, I think. Oops, I've got a low battery warning, so I might just quickly plug that in. Bear with me, just so I don't lose you in the final few moments while we're finishing up. Laurie, yeah, could you send me a message? I think you've got all my socials now, but absolutely, I welcome you reaching out to me, and we can try and figure out where's the best place for me. Twitch is a new one I just heard of. It was set up for gaming, but apparently people are doing other things other than just gaming on Twitch. But the problem with all of this is that our traditional community has to follow us somewhere. And are they going to follow us to Twitch and YouTube and Zoom and Meetup and all these other places? And I just don't know. Yeah, Louise, I've heard that too. So we need to try and figure out where's the best place for everyone, not just for me personally, but for everyone to remain connected as a community. All right, I'm going to finish up here. You're looking at my mouth and not my face. That's better. I hope you enjoyed that tour to the top of Bald Rock. It was absolutely incredible. Tariq, I hope you managed to get some of my socials there. I would love to see you again wherever I happen to go to. And let's meet up again. I've got a few more tours before we finish up completely. All right, let's look out the window one last time. It's starting to get really dark and grey out there. Look at that. I'm going to head off to Susanna's tour now. She's going to do a tour about, let's go. Let's go see Susanna's tour. How are my 3D tours going? I've uploaded 2 or 3. It's another startup. It's not really earning money yet. It's really just at the very early stages, but I just wanted to get some stuff up there. It's not live. No, the 3D stuff isn't live. I've got to go see Susanna. Bye, everyone. Let's all head over and see Susanna's tour. She's going to get about 15 of us all jumping on at the same time. Let's go.